Yeah, once again, very good evening and thanks for joining. Okay, so last session we discussed how to spin the VMs. Okay, in continuous to that, okay, today we are going to discuss how to build Active Directory, how to promote the server as a domain controller server, and how to install the features and how to disable the firewalls, how to enable the SQL ports. What are the ports are very important related to SQL, how to enable the ports. So mainly we are concentrating that stuff today. Okay, next session we'll talk more on the how to install the SQL server. Okay, once we build the servers, tomorrow we will take a session and we'll discuss about how to install SQL server so that you are good. Now you know how to build the infrastructure. You know how to install on top of the infrastructure. You will completely know. First, without any delay, first we are connected to the DC server, domain controller server. Okay. So now to promote this server as a domain controller server, the first thing you need to do is you need to install Active Directory. You need to install Active Directory. See, once you connect to the server, okay, so you will find the server manager. Okay, you can search with the server. You will find the server manager. So under the server manager, like for example, you have the control panel where you can add the features, all the stuff. When you go to the local system or when you go here, there is a control panel where you can install the turn it on Windows features, on it off. You can do it, right? So instead of control panel, so we are going to do in the server manager. Everything we are doing in the server manager. Okay. So once you open the server manager, go to the manage, click on add roles and features. See, I am in the DC server. Okay. Please make a note down. I'm in the DC server. First thing what you need to do is go to the DC server, open the server manager, click on manage, and you will get the new wizard to add the roles and features. So first click on next, click on role-based features and based installation, then click on next, click on next, no need to change. Now there is a service called Active Directory Domain Service. Active Directory Domain Service. So along with the Active Directory Domain Service, try to install DNS as well. I will talk more about DNS in a while. Okay. So you no need to install iSCSI initiator now. We'll install it later. Okay, I don't want make you to confuse. Okay, so because we are not building any clusters here, so we are going to build a standalone VMs. For standalone, you no need any iSCSI target, all the stuff. So on the DC server, what you are doing, you are going to install Active Directory Domain Service and DNS, Domain Network Server, Domain Network Service Server. So we are going to install only these two. If you want, you can also install iSCSI. In the going forward, you can understand what is the iSCSI target servers, all this stuff. When you are going to promote these servers as a clusters. If you are promoting these servers as a cluster servers, you need a sandbox. We don't have physical SAN. So now we are going to use iSCSI target service and we are going to build a shared storage, SAN shared storage using iSCSI target, which is introduced from SQL Server 2000, which is introduced from Windows Server 2012 onwards. Before that, before that Windows Server 2012, we are having a tool uh, like Starwind. There is a tool called Starwind. Using the Starwind tool, we used to create the shared disk, SAN shared disks. Now from Windows Server 2012 onwards, you no need any Starwind tool or any other third-party tools. Within the Microsoft itself, he provided a service called iSCSI Target Server. Using iSCSI Target Server, you can create the shared disks. You can create the shared disk. Okay. What is the main purpose of shared disk means? If you go for the clusters when you are configuring the clusters, okay, You can't store your data in the local disks. These are all the local disks. See, this is C drive, this is D drive. Okay, you can't do anything. Definitely, you need the shared storage only. So that state storage we are going to create with the help of iSCSI target. So when you are going to practice clusters, definitely you need to install iSCSI target. Then Subbu, why you are installing iSCSI target in the DC server? If you ask a question, see, we are having less amount of RAM on our laptops. Okay, majority of the time, 3 VMs run very smoothly. Okay, if you install one more VM, our VMs will run little slowly. Okay, so that is the reason. What I'm going to do is I'm going to install this server. I'm promoting this server as a domain server, Active Directory domain server, and I am making this server as a DNS server. I am also making this server as a SAN storage server. Okay, but in traditional, this will be separate. This will be separate server. This will be separate. In the traditional, we'll create separate VMs. Here we don't have that much storage, not storage, that much resources. We are going to build everything in the single server. Getting my point, everyone? So this is dedicatedly for Windows failure cluster. In the real world, will I do same thing, Subbu? No. No, sir. In the real world, your Windows team will map the storage. You no need to worry about iSCSI. In the real world, you won't use the iSCSI targets. You won't use the iSCSI targets in the real world. So in the real world, they will have the SAN storage. So they will assign the SAN storage to the servers. But here we don't have SAN storage, right? So that's the reason we are going to use iSCSI target. In the real world, we won't use it. As of now, you don't need to think that much when we are going to build the clusters. That time I will talk about this feature. Just only install, sir. Got you, everyone? One is Active Directory, one is DNS, one is iSCSI target. Is there anything I need to install, miss? You can also install remote desktop service. Okay, RDP, remote desktop connection, RDP. If you want, you can install RDP also. Later on also you can install. As of now, I'm not installing. Later on I will install. Then click on next. Now, uh, in the future, if you want to bring these servers as a cluster servers, then you need a service called failover cluster manager. Okay, this service is very important. This service also you never install in the DC. Again, sir, don't get confused. We don't have too much resources. We are going to make everything in the DC only. What you are going to do in the DC? See, in this VM, it is acting as an Active Directory. It is acting as a domain controller. It is acting as a SAN storage. Okay, SAN storage, SAN storage. Okay, it is acting as a failure cluster server. These many things you are doing in this server, except SQL. You should not install SQL in the DC. Okay, except SQL, you are going to do many things in the DC server. In the real world, you won't clumsy everything in single server. This will be dedicated server. This will be dedicated. Your storage team will create SAN storages, and this will be dedicated server. So everything will be dedicated servers in the real world. We don't have that many resources. We are going to build everything in the DC except SQL. Got it, everyone? Okay, this is for our future sessions, not now currently. Now, okay, that's it, sir. If you want, you can install the telnet to test the how the ports are working or not. Okay, telnet I'm doing. So what is the purpose of telnet also? We'll talk in the upcoming classes. That's it, nothing to do. Click on next, click on next, click on next, click on install. Now it is installing. Okay, minimize this one. Meanwhile, what you need to do, go to the local server, change the server name. Okay, so I'm changing this as a DC. We click on OK. Okay, so first we'll try to fix everything on the DC, then we'll go for the DAL SQL 45 and HY SQL. 198. Okay, don't restart because still I'm installing. Okay, so now I restarted. I changed the computer name, but it is not reflected because we need to restart it. Okay, now first thing you need to do is next thing. So once you install the features, once you change the computer name, next see, there is nothing hierarchy. There is nothing hierarchy. So for example, you are asking Subbu, can you please provide me the notes? See, there is nothing called hierarchy level pattern you need to follow. You can do in a different hierarchy also. So make a note down. You need to install so and so features, and you need to change the computer name, disable the firewalls, enable the ports. This is the simple pattern we are going to follow and work with the networks. So now you need to disable the firewalls. There is nothing called dedicated pattern you are going to follow here. Okay, so disable the internet firewalls as well and disable the actual firewalls. Okay, turn it off firewalls and enable the ports. Okay, see, enable the inbound. So in a simple layman terms, this is very important concept. See, how SQL is very important. Your Windows is also very important for us. Means how our OS operating system is working. What do you mean by firewalls? What do you mean by ports? How to enable the ports? How to disable the firewalls? These are also very important because uh, at the ending, definitely the communication will broke. Okay, in case you are not able to communicate, so the firewalls, the ports will help us lot. Okay, so that is the reason we need to know about how to disable the firewalls, how to enable the ports, how Windows Team is doing all. You are not doing anything but Windows Team only. Whatever today we are doing, whatever today we are doing, all this yes, last session and today's session, you won't do in the real world. Everything will be taken care by your Windows team, network team, storage team, Active Directory team only. Okay, whatever next we are discussing, that is only DBA task. But being we don't have anyone, we are doing everything from the scratch level. So firewalls are nothing but see, this is your VM. If a user wants to connect, okay, it need to first cross this firewall. Okay, once it cross this firewall, then it will try to verify whether login name, password, everything. Now once your login is matching, password is matching, and you are having permission, then you will try to authenticate to the server. So every system is having its own firewalls. So firewalls, so you need to work on this firewalls. So there are two kind of rules we'll set it. One is inbound rules, one is outbound rules. Whatever the connections you are allowing, same connections can go. Means for example, you are requesting something, server is responding. So whatever you are requesting, server is sending response. So here I need to also set the outbound rules also. Subham is no need. So whatever the inbound rules you are setting, same thing is applicable for outbound also. Same thing is applicable for outbound also. You no need to do anything, sir. So you need to set only the inbound rules. Even cloud also same thing. Either it can be AWS cloud or it can be Azure cloud. There will be firewalls, inbound rules, outbound rules. You need to set the inbound rules, outbound rules. Anyhow, we will discuss the cloud also, right? We'll see how we are going to set the inbound, outbound rules over the cloud platforms. Now right click on here, go to the new rules, click on ports, click on next. So uh, basically don't allow all the ports. Okay, that is not a best practice. Allow only required ports. For example, our SQL port is 1433. Okay, and UDP port number is 1434, and always on port number is 5022. Cluster port is 443343. Okay, 3343. These are the majorly will enable the ports. Okay, major ports will enable 1433, 1434, 5022, 3343. This is the cluster port number. This is always on mirroring port number. This is our SQL port number. In case if you are using not a default port number, if I'm using any different port number, that port you need to enable. As of now, we are going for default port number. So we are allowed all the default ports. No worries, we'll talk about port blocking all the stuff when we are going for always on availability group and performance tuning. As of now, stick with the default port numbers. Click on next. Allow the connections. Click on next. Click on next. SQL ports. Okay, then click on finish. Okay, click on finish. See, being you are doing the first time, okay, so better what you can do, you can allow all the ports, not in the real world, here in your practicing, you can allow all the ports for just for safety purpose also. But it is not recommended in the real world. Okay, we should not allow all the ports. Only SQL ports are means for SQL servers, SQL ports are mandatory. For SQL ports are mandatory. Just for our any roadblocks, anything blockers to avoid all the blocking to make demo very smoothly, we are allowing all the ports also just for safety purpose. Now close it. So we disable the firewalls, we enable the ports, okay, and we install the required features. I think installation is also done. Now my DC is ready almost. Now what you can do, just try to restart. Okay, restart. Now go to DAL SQL 45. Now again open the server manager, go to the manage. See these two servers are belong to only SQL. Okay, only SQL server. So what we are going to install here is, so we are not installing anything here. We don't want anything. Only install Failure Cluster Manager and .NET Framework 3.5. And if you want, you can install the Telnet also. Okay. So being it is a SQL server, and these servers are going to part of cluster also. In the upcoming demos, these servers we are promoting as a cluster server also. For that is the reason we are installing Failure Cluster Manager. Otherwise, we no need, sir. If these servers are standalone servers, you no need to install Failure Cluster Manager. If you want to build this server as part of cluster, then definitely you need to install Failure Cluster Manager. .NET Framework, Failure Cluster Manager, and we are installing Telnet to verify port connections. Click on next, click on install. So while it is installing, same thing here also. First to change the computer name. Okay, don't restart. DAL SQL 45. Okay, don't restart. Here also disable the firewalls. Then close, restart later. Okay, disable the firewalls here also. Okay, enable the ports. Enable the ports. Disable the firewalls. Okay, and enable the ports. So what are the ports you need to enable? Okay, 1433, 1433, 1434, 5022, 3343. Okay, then click on this. As of now, if this server is not part of cluster, this server is not part of always on availability group or mirroring, you no need enable these ports also. Then click on next, click on next, click on next. Okay, then provide the name SQL ports. Click on finish. Now for just for safety purpose, as I told you, allow all the ports also, just for your safety purpose. But that is a very bad practice, as I told you. All ports. Being this is your local laptop, it's okay, sir, fine. Okay, let it be install the features. It is installing. Let it be installed. Now go to the HYSQL 198. Okay, see, by default, when you install VMware, okay, there is an option called install VMware tools. Okay, if you're not installing VMware tools, your window look like this. Okay, it's like a mini screen kind of stuff. Okay, and as a best practice, when you specially go for VMware, there is a tool where, but when you go and click on install VMware, you are getting could not find the component or update the server. This is the common error you are getting. So to bypass this one, so what we are going to do is, okay, hey, come on, shit. Okay, to bypass this, we are coming with one. You can go to this link. Okay, so I will provide this link as well. You need to go to this link where you will find the VMware tools Windows 13.0.5.iso file. You need to just click on here. Okay, it will download the ISO file. I already downloaded. It is just 100 MB only. It's not even GPs. It's just 100 MB. You can download this ISO file. Now what you need to do? Go to the VMware tools. Okay, go to the settings. Go to the CD and DVD, click on browse, and wherever you install that tool, right, you need to select that tool. Okay, then click on OK and go to the VM, go to the removable device. If it is unchecked, you need to click on check, sir, and you need to connect it. Being it's already connected, you no need to problem. There is nothing problem. If it is unchecked, you need to check this one and you need to click on connect. Now, once it is connected, now you can connect to the server. It will prompt you to install the VMware tools on your local laptops, on your server. Okay, got it, everyone? How to install VMware tools? Everyone? No? Yes? How to install VMware tools means? So just to download, to bypass that error message, we are downloading externally. Okay, we are downloading externally and we are mapping that CD drive and we are going to install. See, once you open my computer, you will get the VMware tools. You need to open this one and double click on the setup file. It will install. It won't take even fraction of minutes also. It will just take fraction of seconds to install. It's a very lightweight. Click on next. Okay, click on next, click on install. That's it. You no need to do anything. So it will install the VMware tools. In case if you're facing any issue to download and install VMware, you can do the manual work. Okay, finish, done. Can I need to restart? No. We'll wait, sir. We need to do many things, right? Now again, in general, same thing you need to do. First, to go to the manage, go to add roles and features, then click on next, click on next, click on next. Nothing to install because this server is also going to part of SQL. You need to install only .NET Framework 3.5 and you need to install Failover Cluster Manager. Okay, and if you want, you can install the Telnet. Then click on next, click on install. So while it is installing, same thing, you need to go and change the computer name here also, like HOE SQL 198. Click on OK. Don't restart the server. We will disable the firewalls, enable the ports. Then finally, we'll once the installation is done, we'll restart all the VMs. Okay, disable the firewalls here also. And firewalls. Go to the advanced settings, inbound rules, right click here, new rule, port, click on next. So 1433, okay, comma 1434, comma 3343, comma 50 There is nothing called order, okay? There is nothing called order. Just allow the ports. There is no order, sir. You need to follow only this order. Okay, just for safety purpose, here also you are allowing all the ports, just for safety purpose. Okay, all. Okay, fine. A majority of the steps are ready, sir. Only this installation is pending. Okay, that's equal 45. Oh, still it is installing. Okay, go to the DC server meanwhile. Let it be, sir. The final, once you've done everything, the only one and only pending is the network. Okay, that is very important, sir. Now we are dealing with the network. Is it my voice is breaking? Anyone?
No.
Okay, great.
No, Subbu. It's
Okay.
clear.
Okay. See, sir. Now, when you go to the DC server, we installed, you remember, we installed, okay, Active Directory Service. We install Active Directory Service, right? Once the Active Directory Service is installed, it is prompting a warning here, sir. If you click here, it is asking promote this server as a domain controller server. Promote this server as a domain controller server. Now, once you install Active Directory, it is asking to promote this server as a domain controller server. What do you mean by domain, Subhum? Is domain is like a directory. See, it's a directory where you are going to store a specific information. Information means not your data, sir. There is nothing called your data. Data is not storing here. Information like computers, users, logins, passwords, printers information, webcam informations, okay, your service accounts information, policies informations. All this information will be logged in the Active Directory domain controller server. Okay, so by seeing the domain name easily we can recognize, okay, these servers are belong to so and so location also. Okay, so they can tell that, okay, we are having multiple domains in our platform. We are having like multiple domains. Like for example, in our previous project, we are having NA domain, SA domain, AP domain, EA domain, okay, upstream, okay, downstream, okay, XTO, XPO. Okay, these many domains we used to maintain. So I told you in the lot many sessions. So we used to maintain like 4,000 to 5,000 servers. Okay, like this. So 4,000 to 5,000 servers we will to maintain. So these servers are built. Some servers are belongs to North America. Some servers are belong to South America. The servers are belong to Asia Pacific. Some servers are belongs to Europe Asia. Couple of servers are belong to UAE, Gulf countries, okay, and some servers are belong to XTO and XPO domain. This we don't have actually access. We are just a supporter. Support means monthly once. Someone will reach. They are having their own DBS. Okay, monthly once or 2 months once they will reach out us and they will want help from us. They will ask you the help. Usually, we won't maintain much about these domains. We are maintaining only these 6 domain servers, like almost 4,000 to 5,000 SQL servers, okay, which are belong to multiple domains. So here we are promoting a server. One, we are creating an Active Directory, and so every domain will contains the Active Directory, and every domain having its own domain controller name, domain name. Okay, so can I install one more domain here itself? No, sir. You need a dedicated server. On top of the dedicated server, you need to install Active Directory. That will prompt you to for the domain controller. So please make a note. Don't confuse. Now you are promoting this server as a domain controller server. You are promoting this server as a domain controller server. Now click on promote this server as a domain controller server. So to create a domain, first it will ask the forest. Okay. First you need to create a forest. Forest is nothing but domain name. Okay. So every domain will end with the .com. Like for example, na.com, northamerica.com. Okay. na.com, northamerica.com. Every domain need to end with the .com. So domain name can be user friendly, sir. You wanted to keep whatever name, you can keep it. But .com is the mandatory. That technically we are calling as a forest. Then click on next. So this server is ready. We will try to reboot the server, sir, to save our time. Okay. And this server is yet to ready. Okay, let it be ready. Okay, now you can provide it. To recover this domain, so we are setting the password in case if something happen, we can recover with the help of this password. And you will get the domain name called NA. Okay, server got restarted. This is almost done. Okay, click on next. Okay. So for domain also, domain control also, it is maintaining the data location, log location, and the system log file, log information. It is storing. We no need to take care anything, sir. This is completely will be handled by the Active Directory team. We are not going that much deeper. Then click on next. Click on next. Click on install. Click on install. So it will install, sir. You no need to do anything. After it got installed, it will automatically reboot the server. Automatically, it will reboot the server. So DAL SQL 45 is almost ready. Okay. All the servers are ready except networks. Okay. Let's see, sir. Today it won't block the networks. Come on. Almost time. So now you can see your computer name, DAL SQL 45. Okay. Meanwhile, if you wanted to enable the remote desktop, okay, RDP, okay, you can enable, sir. You can allow the remote desktop. Okay, we don't enable, sir. Let's create a Active Directory user, then we'll enable it. As of now, let it be. Okay. Okay. All the prerequisites it got checked. It is asking to install. Okay, just click on install. Okay, then sir, this is also try to restart it. Okay, tell that hardware maintenance planned. Okay, this is a planned restart. Okay, this is not unplanned restart. This is a planned restart. So we are restarting. That is also one of the best practice. When you are restarting, simply rather than restarting, you can tell the planned restart, hardware planned restart. You can connect. See, now you are just seeing the login name. Once you promote this server is also part of domain, then you will provide the domain name also. As of now, this is your traditional VM. Okay, yeah, our HO is equal 198 is ready. DALS equal 45 is ready, and we are just waiting for DC servers. Once this server is ready, then we will go for the networks. Okay, now your installation is done. It is asking to restart the compute. Now just click on close and restart it. So it will restart. It will restart automatically. See, now it is restarting. So it will just take 2 to 3 minutes, and your server will completely will go into the as a domain controller server. Let it be come DC server online. So meanwhile, I'm just opening the Edge browser apart from nothing else. Okay, fine, fine. Okay, and open my computer. Now you can. So the disks are available, but it is you need to format the disk. Just do the format, sir. Format this. Okay, click on OK, and you can format this disk as well. Okay. Now you are keeping this as this drive as a SQL data. Okay. This drive you are treating like sorry. This drive you are making as a SQL temp DB. Okay. SQL temp DB. Okay. Temp. Temp DB. Temp will make. Okay. Let's make temp DB. It's okay. Okay. Easily to understand. So you are having two disks. Usually, in the real world, we'll create one more disk for log file also, one more disk for backup, but it is not allowing multiple disks. That's the reason I just created two disks. Okay, it's okay, fine, sir. Now here also do same thing, format, and here you can rename as a SQL data, and here also you can do No. First, you need to do form. What is the data drive? This data E drive. Okay, fine. Data E drive. Fine. Here also do the format. Okay. Click on close, and you can keep SQL temp DB. Okay, fine. And you don't want this one, sir. Exit. Okay, fine. And EPN, you already installed VMware toolset. You can exit. Okay, good. We are good. This is good. This is good. Now almost DC server is ready. Okay. Uh, download. Let's download SQL Server 2022. It will go to SQL Server 2025. Correct? No? Yes? Yeah, I know. Let's close it. Okay. Now your DC is ready, sir. Now you can see, now you will see the domain name / your login name. Administrator is the default login. So you are able to, everyone able to see the domain name? Okay. Now you can connect. Okay. Yeah. Now I am able to connect to server using my domain name. Using my domain. Okay. See, I can able to see the domain name na.com. Okay. Earlier by default, this will be work groups. By default, all the servers will be work group. Okay. Now I need to add DAL SQL 45 into this domain and HY SQL 45 also into this domain. Okay. DAL SQL 45, HY SQL 198, both the servers are currently under work group. Okay. It is not part of any domain. Now I need to add DAL SQL 45, HY SQL 45 into the domain into this domain na.com. See, whenever you install Active Directory and you promoted the server as a domain controller, you can open a service called Active Directory. Sorry. Okay. Active. Okay. Active Directory users and computers. If you open, or you can search with the dasa.msc. Okay. dasa.msc. Whenever you got selected for any project, you can connect to the any server. You can connect to the any server and just open run command and search for ds.msc. If you are able to open the ds.msc, luckily you are having access to the Active Directory. Okay, Active Directory. In case if you're not able to access, majority of the people won't allow you to open the Active Directory users and groups. Okay, majority of the platforms they won't allow you, but some people luckily they will allow you where you can open Active Directory users and computer. This is the simple shortcut. Don't search. See, you are in the domain controller server and I'm able to search the Active Directory users and computer, I can able to find. But if you go to the DAL SQL 45, if you're searching with the Active Directory, you won't find it. What you need to do, you need to go to the run, open dsa.msc. Okay. So if you want to open Active Directory, you need to use the shortcut. Being you are in the same server, I can search for the Active Directory domain users and computers. I can search this, I can find it because you are on the same server. Okay. Now this is the simple shortcut. See, if I close this one, if I close this one, yeah, if I'm searching for dsa.msc, I can click on OK. I can see my Active Directory users and computer where I can see the my domain name. If I expanding, I can see the built-in accounts. I can see the computers. I can see the domain controller information. I can see the users. I can see the service manager service accounts and much more stuff I can see. As of now, the first thing is computer. Okay, currently there are no computer. So DAL SQL 45 is not part of any domain. HY 198 is also not part of any domain. Now, first thing, I need to add DAL SQL 45 this domain, HY 198 also this domain. How I can add is means you need to build the networks. Network is nothing but IP addresses. Network is nothing but IP addresses. To build the networks, the first thing what you need to do, go to the network adapter. Okay, so by default you are having a single Ethernet. Okay, by default you are having a single Ethernet. You need to go to the Ethernet, click on change adapter option, then you will find only one Ethernet. Okay, now now for see, we want internet access also. We don't want break the internet connection. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to add one more NIC card. Go to the DC server, click on settings, right click on settings, go to the add, click on network adapter, click on finish, click on OK. See, now you are able to see the two adapters. You no need to change anything, sir. Just click on OK. Okay, see, now you will get one more adapter. See, everyone able to see one more adapter? You got one more adapter. Now this network adapter, we are going to use only for the network, internet connection, internet. This adapter we will place as of now. Okay. So what we are going to do is first open the CMD. Okay. Now first thing what you need to do, if I wanted to see what is my server IP address, what is my server VM IP address, IP config is the shortcut. Okay, IP config. If you search for IP config, being I'm having two Ethernets, two NIC cards, so I'm able to see two IP address. One is 192.168.174.128. One is 192.168.74.137. So this IP address, I am specially going for the net for internet connection. So I'm not touching anything this NIC card. So I'm just worrying about this NIC card only. So what you are going to do is whatever the IP address it assign, same IP address I'm taking. Okay, same IP address I'm taking, and I'm going to this Ethernet. Go for the properties. Okay, go for IPv4. Click on properties. Now, what you need to do? Use the following IP address and provide it as a static. Okay, like 192.168.174.128. Whatever the IP address which already mapped, same IP address I'm taking. Okay, now masking will happen. Now see what is the gateway IP address. Here itself there is a default gateway. Okay, copy the default gateway and paste it. Okay, and by default DNS is 127.0.0.1. By default DNS IP address. By default DNS IP, global DNS IP address. This is global DNS IP address. By default, global DNS IP address is 127.0.0.7. Okay. I'm in the DC server. First, build a network on the DC server. Click on OK. Click on close. Click on close. That's it, sir. I'm done with the DC server. So first we'll play with only with the DALS equal 45. Okay. Now close it. As of now, you know it. Okay. Here in the DALS equal 45 also, bring one more adapter. Here by default, you are having only one adapter. By default, you are having only one adapter. Try to bring one more adapter. So right click on here, go to the settings. Okay. Click on add, click on network adapter, click on finish, click on OK. That's it, sir. Apart from nothing else. Okay. You are able to see one more network adapter. Now what you need to do?
Subbu, I have one question.
Okay. Hold on, sir, everyone, please. Okay. Open command prompt. Okay. Search for ipconfig. Okay. Now you are able to see two NIC cards. One NIC card is 192.168.174.29. One NIC card is 192.168.174.132. Okay. Now copy this IP address. Okay. Now go to the Ethernet 0. Go to the properties. Click on IP address. Click on property. Go to the IP address. Provide the IP address. Subnet masking. Copy the default gateway IP address. Okay. Now this is very, very important. Whatever the IP address which you given for DC server, okay, whatever the IP address you given for the DC server IP address, okay, this IP address only you need to give as a DNS, means this IP address. Okay, this is very, 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 very important. So on DALS equal 45, on HPOS equal 45, you should not go with the 127.0.0.DNS. Okay, whatever the IP address you assigned for the DC server, whatever the IP address you assigned, same thing IP address you need to give for the DALS equal 45 DNS server. Okay, click on OK, click on close, click on close. Now your network is done, sir. Okay, to test whether our network is configured properly or not, what you are going to do, go to the server manager. Okay, go to the local server, click on computer name, click on change. Now add the domain, sir. Okay, once you build the network, now add na.com. Now click on OK. Now you are able to see the login name. Now what you need to provide, so this is already a domain only. So what you can do, na/administrator. Okay, and you need to provide the password. Okay, DC server login name and DC server password you need to provide here. Okay, fine. Then click on OK. Click on OK. That's it, sir. You don't need to do anything. Let's see. It will stop us or it will connect. See, now your server is part of domain. Everyone, welcome to na.com. Okay, now this server is also part of the domain. This server is also part of the domain. Restart now. Okay, restart later. Don't do that. Restart now. Now you added DALS equal 45 to this domain server. If I open Active Directory users and computers, and you can refresh the computer, sir. Okay, are you able to see DALS equal 45 computer details? Everyone? No? Yes? No? Yes? Everyone? Clear? Not clear? Okay, good. Now DALS equal 45 is ready, sir. Now go to here, Control Alt Delete. Okay, click on other user because you need to pass the domain name. So now what you are doing, na/administrator. Okay, administrator. Now you need to provide the password. Okay, now you are able to connect to the Dal SQL 45 as part of domain with a domain login. Okay, now you are not using a local login, you are going to use the domain login. See, now if you go to the local server, you can see your server name, you can see the domain name, whatever the IP address you have set it, are you able to see? 192.168.174.129. Everyone, now you are able to see your IP address as well, and you are able to see the domain name and is your computer name. Now this server is part of in a domain. This server is part of in a domain. Like this, I need to add HYSQL 198 also. So if you wanted to add HYSQL 198, same thing you need to do. First thing, go to the Ethernet and see how many Ethernets are currently available. Okay, by default only one Ethernet. Now same thing, add one more Ethernet. Okay, click on add network adapter. NIC card, I'm adding one more NIC card to the server. Okay, wait sir, still not reflected. Yeah, everyone able to see? Now what you need to do, open CMD. Okay, search for IP config. Okay, so this IP address is pointing to 192.168.174.30, 130. So same IP address I'm going here. Go to the properties, go to IPv4, click on properties, choose the IP address, provide the IP address. Okay, and copy the gateway server IP address. Okay, provide and get the DC server IP address is nothing but this DC server IP address. Okay, and I can paste it here. Okay, and I can click on OK, click on close, close everything. Okay, my network is done properly. Now open server manager, go to the local system and click on my computer name, change domain name, add na.com. Click on OK. Okay, now you can ask na/administrator. Okay, provide the password. Now HYSQL 198 is also going to part of NA domain. Now Dal SQL 45, HYSQL 188 having C, welcome to the nadomain.com. Click on OK, click on OK, click on close, restart now. Okay. Okay, just give me 2 minutes, then I can give you open questions. Okay, you can ask whatever doubts you are having. Okay, now see, I can close this one, close this one, close this one. I don't want anything, close everything. Now you can refresh the computers. Now you can find HYSQL 198 also. See, Dal SQL 45 is part of this domain, any domain. HYSQL 198 is also part of the domain. Click on others, provide na/administrator. Okay, and provide the password. Okay, good. Now you are good. You connected to the HYSQL 198 also. This you can see the computer details on na.com. Now you can click on find. Okay, if you want find, click on right click on find. You can search with the server name. You can provide the server name Dal SQL 45. Okay, and you can see you are able to see you are searching for computer, right? You can click on computer. Okay, and you can provide the computer name Dal SQL 45. Where is it? Dal SQL 45, and you can click on find. See, you are able to see the VM details under Active Directory. Under Active Directory, you can see the computer details. Under Active Directory, you can see the printers. You can see the shared folders. You can see the users, contacts, groups, many more things you can do it under Active Directory, sir. Now open to you questions. Okay. I think you are clear now today, everyone. I don't want to make this confused yesterday. What we done yesterday is, so we went for the Ethernet one. Okay. There the problem started. Okay. Always it is picking Ethernet one when it is communicating. Being we not set properly the IP address for Ethernet one, the servers are not went for the domain. To avoid that confusion, in a simple layman terms, do the configuration on Ethernet 0 only and make Ethernet 1 for the internet connectivity. See, you are having internet connectivity. There is no issue with the internet. There is nothing issue with the internet. Your internet is connected because I created a separate NIC card for the internet. So you know it won't interrupt your network. Open to you, sir. Now questions. I think Harsha, you were asking something. Sorry, I stopped you. Okay, in the middle. I don't want to
No,
disturb.
Subbu,
Yes.
I heard many videos, but you make it very simple. So I'm very happy. But just for a curious question, when you add network adapter, I see three network settings are there. One is host, one is NAT, one is bridge. I understand it. It's not concern for this class. If you think, then you can explain. Otherwise, no issues. I know
Basically,
now. I
we'll go for NAT,
understand
sir.
how to.
Basically, we'll go for NAT. We don't
Yeah,
want others. We'll go for NAT gateways. NAT. Okay.
but
Always we'll
any
choose the
idea
NAT.
about the?
I'm
I
not.
do not want to waste the time of entire batch.
No,
If
now we're
not,
done. Now we're done. We are done. We are done. Okay. This is only planned. Actually, yesterday also planned same thing, but that's what. See, we won't do this regular activities, sir. Okay. You may forget, I may forget, but video never forget. That's the reason I stopped everyone. Okay. To
please
interrupt
carry
the
forward.
session.
Forget this. No issues. I am happy to carry forward.
Is it clear, everyone? Any questions? I think I made very simple, very easy to
One
understand.
question here, Mike.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Configuration select IPv6. Why not select IPv4?
No, your
We have
voice is
configured,
breaking, Kapil. Your
but
voice is
as
breaking,
per
Kapil.
the Ethernet IPv4. Can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear, but your voice is breaking in
Hello.
the middle.
Now again breaking.
Now it's okay. Now it's okay. Yes.
IPv6. IPv6 selected at the configuration time. But Ethernet port, Ethernet adapter. Why you selected the 6?
See, IPv6 is not that easy, sir. We are not a that much network people. IPv6 is designed with a 128-bit. Okay, especially.
No. So I'm agree with you. But at the time of configuration, you check IPv config 6, then put in the IPv config 6 IP in IPv4, TCP IPv4 as per video. I see.
IPv4 only, right?
No. You put the IPv4, it's right. But when I run the CMD command IP config, then you check the IP address for IPv6. Adapter 6.
IP
Yes,
config.
Yes.
See, Ethernet 0.
Yes.
Okay, this is the IP address.
No. Link local link IPv address 6. No, this
No, yeah, it's IPv6 also enabled, right? It's a default, it is enabled. But we are not worrying about IPv6. We are working with IPv4 only. To show you that one, okay, to show you that one, I told you, right, I installed DNS also. DNS mgmt dot MSC. Very, very important, sir, this concept. As of now, you feel, I won't talk much about this. But when we are going for always on availability group, I will talk much about this only, sir. Okay, we'll make you strong in here. So when you open the DNS manager, if I go to the DC, our DC server, forward lookup zone, and our domain name, you will see all the server C, DAL SQL 45, DC server, and HOS equal 198. See, for DAL SQL 45, which I assigned IP address is 129, correct? Hey, oh, DAL SQL 45, right? Sorry. Yeah, DAL SQL 45, I assigned the IP address is 129. Are you able to see? This VM is pointing to IPv4 only. Okay, IPv6 is something different, sir. You don't need to worry about IPv6. If you want, you can disable IPv6, but I don't want to make you so complicated in the networks. Okay, especially on-prem. Cloud, it's okay, sir. Fine, we won't do this much thing in the cloud, but on-prem, it's a overloading was. The first time people are listening, they will go mad only sometimes. So, but I thought I make very simplified, easy to understand. Definitely, if you do same thing how I done, 99.9% you won't face any issues, sir. Okay. In case if you're facing an issue, okay, please follow the recording. Okay, then go for configuration. Don't simply blindly don't go for configuration. Okay, so don't play with the Ethernet 1, play with the Ethernet 0 only, and go for the default IP address. See, I not make much complicated, simplified only. I just went. I just opened the IP config, copy the IP address of Ethernet 0 and default gateway, and I went for the global static DNS IP address on the DC server. So just very easy. I will talk more about the DNS in the upcoming classes. That's it, sir, today. Now we are good. Now our infrastructure is ready. Okay. Tomorrow, what we are going to, next session, what we are going to discuss is how to install SQL Server on these VMs. How to install SQL servers on these VMs. That is our next session, sir. Okay. Now, installation, I am driving in a different way. Okay, not traditional installation. Traditional installation, I already told you, sir. Correct? Copy the setup file, click on next, click on next, click on next. You already know that concept. So one server, I will go with the command line installation. One server, I will go with the PowerShell installation. Is it okay, everyone?
Yes, sir. Really helpful to us.
Yeah. Fine, right, everyone? So that you are good at how to install SQL Server via command line. You are good at how to install SQL Server via PowerShell, and you know how to install traditional installation. Okay, and in the upcoming classes also we'll discuss lot many times how to install SQL Server traditionally. Yep. Good luck, sir. No, sorry. Good to hear. Okay, everyone. Yeah, thanks for your great support. Okay, yesterday we clumped something, but today I just